phải hay ta đã cách ngàn dặm xa, chàng ơi đã có cùng ta vòng tay một thuở thân ngà ấp yêu.
Okay, anything else?
President Zelensky has announced 50 embassies have resumed operations in Kyiv. And he also said every new embassy that returns to our capital is a testament to the faith in our victory.
Okay. I hope they will not feel too confident yet. Because sometimes when you keep winning, then you become too overconfident. And then you will lose.
Yes, ma'am.
They always have to keep their low level of confidence. Just enough to continue, but not to be arrogant and too overconfident. I'm glad the world comes back to show Ukraine the unity and support. It would be best if they let them join the EU and NATO immediately. That would be the best unification up front.
Yes.
Okay. And next one?
So we have a question here. The former US state...
That's the only good news?
There was only a couple of news that we had.
Any more?
No, Master.
That's it, only one. That's the one, not couple.
There were two.
Two?
About the seaport.
Oh, I see. Yes, of course. Your master is old. Yeah. That's the proof, okay? So be gentle with me, huh? Right, next question.
Okay, so first question is, the former US Secretary of State Henry Kissinger also suggests that Zelensky should give some land up for Russia so that there can be peace between the two nations. But we think this is not right. Master, what do you think?
You're right. It's not right. Because they will never stop. Originally, they could not take Kyiv. They wanted to take the whole country. And they lost. But then they have the Donbas, two regions, Luhansk and Donetsk. So they use that as a stepping stone. That's a backup. And then now they're winning more over there. Just because they have these two bases to back them up.
Yes.
They could go there and have a base and maybe have food.
Yes, Master.
And take a rest and can be more regrouped and take more weapons.
Yes, ma'am.
And they continue to attack more regions in Donbass. And they keep winning a couple of pockets here and there.
Yes, Master.
Tonight, the Russian military intensifying its relentless assault on civilians, striking an apartment building in Kharkiv. And in eastern Donetsk, Ukrainian officials say dozens are dead after a Russian missile hit this 5-story apartment building over the weekend. Rescuers diligently combing through the rubble. Families desperate for word on their loved ones. This man is looking for his sister and nephew. He says he is waiting for a miracle. For some, miracles have come. Rescuers pulled 9 people from the rubble injured but alive. Ukraine's President Zelensky accused Russia of targeting civilians as Russia now gains ground in eastern Ukraine.
Ukrainian towns and cities are falling to Russia's advance. Russia has the momentum in the east, and Russian troops are just a mile from the village of Siversk. Lubov has been working in the shop for 20 years.
И очень хочется, чтобы это все быстрее кончилось. Но это было просто ужасно, то, что с нами случилось. Мы не понимаем. Страшно нам жить в таких условиях. Очень страшно каждую минуту. Боимся прилетов, боимся за родных и близких, боимся не дожить до победы. Мы хотим дожить до победы.
And Ukraine has been somehow weakened for now, but maybe the tide will change soon because they will have more different weapons that are more helpful.
Yes.
Oh, I never liked all this fighting and weapons, but I don't know what's wrong with Kissinger. There's nothing good about him anyway. He has done a lot more harm than good during his career. And now he still wants to do more harm. Who asked his opinion? He's 90-something already, right? Who asked his senile brain? Huh? Even the first lady of Ukraine also told him off. You don't need a man. No need for you even to say anything. Even a woman knows better. Even if President Zelensky wants to give, he has to ask his people, no?
Yes.
Yes, right.
And even if Russia makes a fake conference or referendum to prove that the people there want to stay with Russia, even then everybody knows that it's outright a robbery.
Yes.
Yes, Master.
This sends a terrible message to the world, like, okay, you just amass a lot of weapons and your country gets bigger and bigger and you just go anywhere, storm in and then kill women, kill children, kill anybody inside to terrify people, and then you get more land.
Yeah, true.
Isn't that a good thing to do?
No,
Master.
To support?
No, Master.
Yeah, only stupid people would do that.
Right.
I mean, if there's no other way at all, if worst comes to worst, then maybe it happened, but it's not like you encourage somebody to cut off a piece of his body to give it to a robber so that he becomes at peace.
Yes, Master.
Take all your money, your bank account, everything, credit card, give it all to him. And he will leave you alone? No, you come back. Because he's too good.
Right. Yes.
Right.
And even if he doesn't come back to you because he robbed everything he wants from you already, he goes to the neighbors or the other town or the other state and do the same thing because he's successful. It makes him rich and everybody cowers in front of him.
Yes,
Yes,
right.
What kind of talk is that? Only stupid people. But I'm telling you, he's one of those in the black dot.
Oh.
I told you, you have to know what they say. You have to see what they say, what they do, whom they support. Then you know if they are in the black dot or the white dot. See, or black region or white region.
Right. Yes.
It's a shame that America has to have such a son like him. After all this terrorism from Russia, after they rape and kill children and women, even boys are raped by Russians, only 11 years old, and still utter such nonsense.
Yeah.
If you cannot help it, just shut up. As I have told many times already, if you can't say anything good to comfort people, then just shut up. Nobody asks his opinion. He's an ex already.
Yes, Master.
Ex and old.
Right.
The combination of the two is no good for saying anything. It's very good for shutting up. Okay. His history is very bad anyway. If you want to read it, I don't recommend it. You will feel like puking. You will puke. One of the black dots that contributes to that black spot in the white area of the Tao symbol.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else? Or are you happy with my answer?
Yes, thank you for clarifying that, Master.
Yeah, you can read his history if you don't believe me. You can't feel surprised if such a man would say such things. Even so near the grave, almost, how you say, thrown into the coffin already, and you want to say something.
Yeah.
What if people will forget him? Oh, God. These people, they're just so ambitious all the time. They can't just stay out of the limelight. Even if they say something bad, just to get attention.
Yeah.
Like against everybody, sticking out like a sore thumb.
Right.
Master.
Without shame, as long as they get attention. Some people are like that. They're sick.
Yes.
Sick in the mind. They're evil. They are in the black dot.
Yes, Master.
Because the whole world is supporting Ukraine. And he's one of the two that does not support. So we can call that in the black dot.
Yes.
We cannot say that he's in the black region, the big region, but in the black dot.
Yes, Master.
Because compared to that, the whole world is in the white region, and he's in the black dot.
Yes, Master.
Okay. Any more questions?
Yes, Master.
Because I'm going to read you a story.
Thank you.
Thank you, Master.
So be fast. Tell me.
Master, Prime Minister Orban of Hungary insists his nation needs Russian oil. So the European Union has to make an exception to an oil embargo.
A ban on oil from Russia had been stalled for nearly a month because of objections from the EU leader with the friendliest relations with Vladimir Putin. Even at the start of the meeting, Hungary's recently re-elected Prime Minister Viktor Orban seemed opposed. President Zelensky's office released part of his speech when he joined the meeting by video link.
Finally, all quarrels in Europe must end. Internal disputes that only encourage Russia to put more pressure on you, on the whole of Europe. The sixth sanctions package must be agreed. It must be effective, including oil, to make Russia feel the consequences of what it's doing to Ukraine and the whole of Europe.
There was a breakthrough soon afterwards. The final sanctions package agreed. But this is not the original oil ban proposed by the European Commission. It's been watered down.
The European Union pledged to enforce an oil embargo against Russia late on Monday, an agreement in principle that solved a deadlock with Hungary and the toughest effort yet to sanction Russia for its invasion of Ukraine. For now, the deal exempts 10% of oil from the ban so that Hungary, as well as Slovenia and the Czech Republic, have access to a southern Russian pipeline. Hungary was the main holdout for a deal. All three countries said the fuel from that pipeline was difficult to replace.
But this seems not right for European Union solidarity.
Yeah.
Can Master please share her thoughts on this?
The European Union finally had to give in to his demands. He's in the black dot.
Oh.
So I don't need to tell you anything anymore.
Understand.
Yes, Master.
Yes, Master.
And the so-called patriarch of Russian Orthodox Christians, his name is Kirill. He is 100% supporting Putin, huh?
Oh.
And he even praised Putin like God sent.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what Putin wants to be. Like, he wants to be like representing God or God himself even. It is also predicted like that, even from Our Lady of La Salette in France. She predicted that one will rise up with the army from several countries, and he will go against the teaching of Jesus to frighten people and frighten the faithful.
Wow.
But he will be thrown into fire. Yeah. Oh, this is defeating Putin. He got also several army legions from Chechnya and from Syria.
Yes.
So it looks like him. And even Kirill, the patriarch, has to praise him as God sent to do what? To molest people, kill people, rob people, land. He is another black dot.
Yes, Master.
Small black dot that contributes to the bigger black dot. And even then, Orban interferes because the world wants to sanction him as well for supporting and encouraging Putin to make war in Ukraine. He is supposed to be a spiritual leader. He should know better.
Yes,
He
Master.
encourages Putin and call him God sent for what? If you tell a 5-year-old kid, he will laugh himself to death.
Yes.
My God, don't they have any shame or they have no education or anything? I think they're just a bunch of robbers
Yes.
and happen to sit on top, that's all. Oh my God, one sits on top of the secular throne and the other sits on top of the religious throne. Yeah, and get together like a band. And the other gangsters as well. Sometimes gangsters get lucky, no? Just like sometimes in some countries in this old times, some rebel just rises up and then kicks out the king and then sits on top of that himself.
Yes.
And then harassing the people the way they always do with robbers, habits and mentality.
Yes, Master.
Oh, this karma makes me very unwell these days. They're together, gang together.
Yes, Master.
And now you can see why I told you Orban is one in the black dot
Yes,
Yes,
Master.
Master.
against the whole good world, good European Union.
Yes.
Right.
And there I think one or two more, they're all in the black dot.
Người ơi ta thật không ngờ bây giờ tình đã xa mờ ôi xa cờ tư